and welcome to Grateful Rescue TV. I'm Pamela Terhune, and we have Saul with us, and my good friend Patty. And let's not forget Harry.
Oh, look at that. And, by the way, before we get started, Harry also came from the Grateful Rescue. So you're holding there Saul. First off, what does Saul mean? Tell me about that.
The name Saul, I chose that because it means prayed for.
Oh.
And when we got Saul, and still, he needs a lot of prayers. He's got some challenges, but he's doing really well for a 15-year-old dog.
Oh.
He can't walk, but we're working on that. He has some degenerative spinal issues.
Right. And he's older too, right? He's
yeah,
like 15 or so?
Yeah, he's an old guy. They found him at the shelter. Someone brought him into the shelter in Muncie. Okay. They found him face down. He couldn't even lift his head at the time.
You're a lucky boy.
He's a lucky boy.
Lucky boy.
So I think he's trying to sleep through the segment.
That's a commentary on our interview here. So you're probably going to keep him then.
Well, I would. I certainly don't need any more pets, but I think he's more of a sanctuary dog, because we are also a sanctuary for dogs that aren't. He's not ready for a home. We need to assist him in everything. He since he can't walk, he has to wear a diaper, and but we are working on that. We're getting We're getting different therapies. We're getting laser therapy, and we're getting acupuncture and infrared therapy. And Patty, the supporters have been so good to us.
Thousands on their Facebook page are talking about Saul. So he's certainly brought attention, not only to himself, but all the good work that you do.
When they saw his picture on Facebook, nobody even knew what he was because he was face down. They didn't know if it was a cat or a dog. But all these therapies I mentioned are being covered by supporters.
Right.
So
a little Shih Tzu too, right?
He's very loved. Yeah, he's a Shih Tzu. We had to shave him all the way down whenever we got him because he was matted to the core.
Want to give him a kiss? Give him a kiss. Well, you're a lucky boy, Saul. Okay, lucky Saul. That's what we call him, Lucky Saul.
Lucky Saul, I like that.
Okay. Well, stay with us. We'll be back with more on Grateful TV. Yes.
Well, Saul's been getting a lot of attention, but we don't want you to forget about all the good dogs that are still available at Grateful Rescue.
Let's find out more.
Grateful Rescue TV. I am KJ, your kitty correspondent, and I am here today with kitties and Dawn with Indie Neighborhood Cats.
Hi, KJ.
Hi. So first off, we've got a lot of partners we're talking about today with Indie Neighborhood Cats, and these kitties are actually ready for adoption with ARPO, correct?
That's correct. I don't know if you know this, but about 80% of the kittens that flood our shelters that people adopt are born outside, which is why Indie Neighborhood Cats exists.
Amazing. So these two kitties who are looking for a home together, Cordelia and Astra, were born outside, and winter is coming. It is getting very cold, and to think 80% of kittens born outside could be facing this winter. We wanted to talk about what you can do to help the community cats. Obviously, spay and neuter so that we don't have as many, but the ones that we do have, what are some tips for someone at home who would like to get involved and make sure that our cats this winter are warm and safe?
Sure. So when people find cats out in their community that are living outside, you can go on our website and find a really great survival guide. Cats are born to be outside. We brought them in and found that they were really great pets, but what they can do is they can get something like a styrofoam cooler. They can even get two heavy cardboard boxes that nest into each other using straw as insulation, really heavy garbage bags and duct tape. Anything that keeps the cats dry and warm and stuffed with straw, which we always say is straws for strays.
That is so important, right? Because people think, blankets keep us nice and warm, but blankets are not a good idea to put outside.
They're not, because cats will have snow on them. When it's snowy, they'll go into those boxes, and with their body heat, it'll start to melt, but eventually could freeze over and cause them hypothermia.
So we can keep them warm. We also want to talk about keeping them fed, and there's some important tips if you're going to be setting food outside for cats.
Absolutely. So just like shelters, you want to have something like a tote that's over on its side that you can put the food and water in to keep it safe from the wind, because the wind is what's going to cause the chill and cause that water to freeze over. So you want a really deep, dark dish for the water to keep filled with fresh water. You can even add a little bit of table sugar. That'll help, it'll help increase the time that the water stays fresh.
Oh, okay.
Some people put ping pong balls on the water bowl to keep it moving.
Oh my gosh, these are all such easy tips, and they're things that you can do very affordable and even just have around your house.
Yep.
The great thing about Indie Neighborhood Cats, they are in the field every day, and they work with different organizations, so when you do find kittens that need to be brought inside, like these two did.
That's right.
They're out in the field making sure that these kind of kittens get homes and that the cats that need to be outside stay outside. You gave a lot of great tips today, and you also have an entire guide to winter survival for cats on your website.
Absolutely. So IndieNeighborhoodCats.org. Look right on the site for the winter survival guide. It's got lots of great tips.
If you are interested in learning more about helping cats this winter, or you're interested in adopting, we will put a link to these beautiful kitties who are ready to get back into their home right now, their foster home, which is safe and warm. Just go to gratefulrescue.org to find out more.
And his name is Harry, because when I got him, he wasn't very hairy at all, but look at him now. And this is Saul over here, and Saul means?
Saul means prayed for.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so sweet.
He's sleeping.
Sleepy Saul. Here you go. We're going to take a look now and find out some of the most popular dog names for 2024. Right, Saul?
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
My name is Alessia, this is Mazakin, and we are looking forward to give you great tips here on Grateful Rescue TV. So this is Mazakin, she's a mutt, I believe between a Malinois and something else. I could never figure that out. Mazakin showed up in my backyard on July 3rd of 2020, and she pretty much stayed with me. Her level of energy is pretty high, so to have her in this position and just to keep having her on the bench with me, that took a lot of practice. And there you go, you talk and then she starts doing things. Mazakin.
That's cute, that's
Vieni. Brava. Yayopki. I know, you don't like it. There you go, brava. Mettiti giù. Mettiti giù a terra. Brava, mammina.
What language are you speaking to her in and why?
I am from Italy, so my dog was trained in Italian because that's the first language that came in my mind. I found it to be very helpful to speak with her in Italian because most of the times I need to instruct her in certain ways, and then I will have other dogs around and I can refer to them in different languages, so they will be able to follow two different cues because they have been, instructed in two different languages pretty much. And today we are gonna show you how to properly play with your dog. So Mazakin loves tennis balls. Okay. When I'm playing with my dog and using toys, I am very careful of the toys that I choose to play with. You can play different manners. Mazakin loves playing with tennis balls and retrieving them. There are other things that you can use, such as a flirt ball. So if we're going for a flirt ball, this is how it looks like. It's like a giant cat toy, pretty much. The attachment, you can switch and swap however you like. And the way this is gonna work is for dogs that have high prey drive. So dogs that love to chase squirrels, dogs that love to chase cats, all of those kind of dogs. You are gonna pretty much move it on the floor and have the dog attach and bite to it. And once they attach to it, this is elastic, so you can now play it like a tug of war. You can have different tags and toys. So you have different ropes. This used to be an old fur from my coat. It's fake, but it works. It makes the trick happening. And she likes to hold on to it, and pretty much we're now battling to win this. I don't necessarily like that while playing there is a weak and a strong part, so that's why we take turns. So one time the dog has the ability to latch on and then pull and have the toy that you're battling with, and the other time it is important that I keep it to keep balance in the relationship as well. So another good thing that I always advise people to do is to store their toys away when they are not playing with their dog. So if a toy is laying around the house, most likely it's gonna lose their value. So that means that the dog will start not being that interested anymore after a while because it's just another object in their house. Dogs don't play with toys alone, and if they do, they really need a companion. Toy can be very great tools to establish a lovely relationship with your dog. Toys shouldn't be left out, but they should be special for your dog and used as treats, as rewards. So motivation for what the dog needs to do. My name is Alessia, this is Mazakine, and we are looking forward to give you great tips here on Grateful Rescue TV.
What do you know about pigs? Do they make good pets? Can they be trained? Is there such a thing as a mini pig? As always, we learn so much from the wildlife folks at Silly Safaris. They also travel to schools and events to entertain and educate about the critters who share our world. On this day, Meerkat Mel joins me with Notorious P.I.G. Yep, this young piglet is pretty entertaining. I had heard before that there is no such thing as a mini pig, but there are such things as mini pigs now.
There's such things as mini pigs. There isn't micro mini pigs. You're not going to have a pig that stays this small. He's 7 weeks old. And even though he's small and one of the smaller species of pig, he's still going to be roughly 100 to 150 pounds.
Yeah, they say many pigs go from like 75 pounds to 150.
Correct, yes.
That's a pretty big animal
not mini, yes.
For a pet. Now, if someone wants...
It's very food motivated.
If someone wants one for a pet, what should you do? Make sure you got a good breeder, right?
Absolutely, and you want to do your homework and make sure if a pig is correct animal for you in your home.
Right.
They do like to root around. They are exceptionally intelligent creatures. There's a lot of benefits to having them as a pet, but you want to know not only is it the right breed or animal for you, but are you actually allowed to own one?
Some places they're still considered, barnyard animals. So
they are.
In the city, you need to check with your home,
your HOAs and things like that as well. Yes.
They're very clean.
Yes, they're very clean animals. That's a huge misconception. A lot of people think that they're dirty pigs. Pigs are very clean. The reason why you see pigs rolling in the mud is because that's like natural sun protection for them. It actually protects their little naked bodies, the little fair-skinned, from burning in the sun. They also like to go to the bathroom in the same spot.
Oh.
So potty training is really easy once you figure out.
Yeah. Okay. And do they get along with dogs? It depends on the breed.
Depends on the species, exactly. It depends on the breed, I should say. Depends on the breed.
Okay.
Also depends on your dog's temperament. Not all golden retrievers are the same. They're not all. It just depends on what they're used to, what they've been exposed to.
Yeah, because these are prey, so they will run.
Yes, and if you want to show everybody
them.
what happens when a prey animal gets picked up, it's quite comical. He's all cute and cuddly now, but if you go to pick him up, since he doesn't know you, watch the sound that this guy makes.
Okay, and you said they're very vocal.
Yep, just pick him up. Pick him up. Go for it. If I do it, I won't do it, but go ahead. Just pick him up. Yep. Just grab him right there.
I can't. Come on. Oh, listen to him. That's how they communicate, right?
Yes, it sounds worse than it is, but that's just his way. They don't like to be off the ground. They want their feet planted. They feel safer.
He won't let me pick him up. He knows you.
If you did it, it would be 4 times louder than that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And he'll get to be, you say about 100 pounds?
About 100 pounds, give or take. So he is, I was told, he's a Koonie Coon mixed with a Vietnamese potbelly.
Okay.
Koonie Coons are from New Zealand. And the name Koonie Coon actually is from the Maori tribe, the indigenous people of New Zealand, and it means fat and round.
Oh, okay, pick him up again. Let me hold.
There you go. Ready?
You think I was hurting him? Oh, he wants his feet on the ground.
They just like to be flat, yeah.
Oh,
they feel safer.
I'm that way too. Oh my heavens. Well, this was fun. Okay, someone wants to get in touch with you. They want you to come out.
SillySafaris.com.
That's SillySafari.com.
Or you can follow us on TikTok as well.
That's a little squealer for you. More Pet Pals TV coming up. Let's get you out.
I'll follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I've been everywhere with you.
That's true. Laugh until we think we're down. Barefoot on that summer night. Never could be sweeter than with you.
Super easy ingredient list, easy to just mush together. You toss it in the oven like cookies, except they're for your furry friends. So let's take a look at the ingredients first. What we have here is we have 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. Whole wheat because that's better than refined flour for your pet. We have 1/2 cup of plain pumpkin. You can get it straight out of a can. It's great. 2 tablespoons of regular peanut butter right here. We all know how much our pets like peanut butter. We have 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, which is going to make your kitchen smell great too, and 2 large eggs. These particular eggs are from my very own chickens because only the best for Mabel and Stewie, right? So all we wind up doing here is, and I'm making this in one of Patty's dog bowls, that's our whole wheat flour. And then we're gonna go ahead and put in the pumpkin. And I'm gonna spread it around a little bit. One of the things that you'll find, this dough is gonna be sort of hard to work with. So we are going to then just dump in the salt, the cinnamon, and the peanut butter. Just like that. And even though they're not cookies that we would necessarily eat, they're still gonna make the kitchen smell fantastic. And finally, our eggs. Those giant yolks from farm eggs. There we go. That's it for your ingredients list. Now, all we're gonna do is we are going to use a fork. The recipe frequently calls for you to whisk these together. Trust me, this dough is so tough, you're not gonna be whisking it together. So I'm gonna use a fork and we're gonna get started on this. So I'm going to carefully put this in here, out here, so as not to make a giant mess in Patty's kitchen. Looks kind of messy, but it'll be okay. I'm working all those ingredients in. You can see this is not your usual easy, even like biscuit or cookie dough. This is tough. And then what happens is that when we bake these in kind of a low oven, they become that texture that we're all pretty much used to when it comes to pet treats. I'm going to keep trying to keep sort of a shape because what I'm going to do, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can simply, oh, the peanut butter and the pumpkin smell great already. You can simply tear off pieces of this, like this, and roll it into a ball and press it into a sweet little dog treat, and you can bake it like that in the oven. You could bake 40 little different ones like that. You can use a cutter. We've had viewers who have made these themselves and have come up with some really cute types and sizes. So I'm gonna make one right now that's just simply a heart. And we will put these, when we're ready, we're gonna put those on our parchment paper on a baking sheet. We have preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I don't know if you know this, but Patty's never used this oven before because Patty doesn't cook. So this is the first try on Patty's oven, but it's practically brand new, so what could go wrong, right? "40 minutes. So now it's time for the ultimate taste test. I'm gonna put these all on a plate together and we're gonna head outside and see what Stewie and Mabel think of them.
And here we are outside on my patio because somebody's been cooking in my kitchen.
I made really simple, easy dog treats for Stewie and Mabel. These are great. Look at him sit like a good boy.
Look at that.
Yep.
I'm a good cook. You get an extra pat.
Thank you. I get an extra treat.
Okay, go to our website, PetPalsTV.com, to get Shannon Cagle's recipe for pumpkin dog treats.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Let's let Sam know about something even more urgent than his morning coffee. Hey Sam, did you know it's kitten season? Right now, thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them the chance to grow up and find families of their very own. What's in it for you? You'll get to start your day with a smile, and your social posts will be way cuter too. Save some tiny lives today. Visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate. Okay, Harry's getting a little antsy because it's time to say goodbye for the Grateful Rescue TV.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. And if you want to see more, go to gratefulrescue.org.
What she said.